Question number 5 is, a vessel is in the form of an inverted cone. Its height is 8 centimeter and the radius of its top, which is open, is 5 centimeter. It is filled with water up to the brim. When lead shots, each of which is a sphere of radius 0.5 centimeter, are dropped into the vessel, 1/4 of the water flows out. Find the number of lead shots dropped into the vessel. This is a question. So you have an inverted cone in which some lead shots have been put and the shape of the lead shots is spherical. So you will consider the volume of the sphere, and the cone has its radius to be given as 5 centimeter and its height is given as 8 centimeter. Now when you put these lead shots into the vessel, some of the water is flowing out because it is actually filled up to the brim, to the top level. So when these lead shots are put into the vessel, some of the water will flow out, and that is given to be 1/4 of the water, that is 1/4 of the total volume of the water which was contained in the vessel will be flowing out. Okay, and you have to find out how many lead shots have been put into the vessel. So for that, first we need the volume of the cone. Then volume of the water which has been flown out will be 1/4 of the volume of the cone. That is same as volume of the water in the cone. And then you have to find out the volume of one spherical shot, and the number of spherical shots into the volume of one spherical shot will be equal to the volume of the water flown out. So that will give you the number of lead shots, which is equal to volume of the water flown out divided by volume of the one spherical shot. Okay, so first what is given? Radius of the cone is 5 centimeter. So you have got R. Then height of the cone is equal to 8 centimeter. Now we will find out what is the volume of the cone, or you can say volume of the water in the cone, in the vessel. Okay, in the conical vessel will be, what is the volume of the cone? 1/3 pi r square h. So you'll get 1/3 pi r square h will be 1/3 pi. R is 5, so 5 into 5 into 8. So you are getting 40 into, sorry, this is 25 into 8. You'll get 200 pi by 3 centimeters cube is the volume of water which is totally in the vessel. Now we have to find out what is the volume of the water which has been flown out. Therefore, volume of water that flows out is equal to 1/4 of the volume of the water in the vessel. So you'll get it to be 1/4 into 200 pi by 3, which is 50 pi by 3 centimeter cubes. Now we will find out what is the volume of one spherical lead shot. Volume of one spherical lead shot is equal to, what is the volume of the sphere? 4/3 pi r cube. Replacing the value, you will get 4/3 pi. R is, how much is given? The radius of the sphere is given to be 0.5. So it is 0.5 the whole cube. And this is giving you 4/3 into pi into 0.5 is 1/2. So you'll get 1/2 into 1/2 into 1/2. So that this get cancelled and you are getting it to be pi by 6 centimeter cubes. Correct? Now we have the number of lead shots dropped into the vessel will be equal to the volume of the water flown out divided by the volume of one lead shot. So what will be that? Replacing the value, what you will get? 50 pi by 3 divided by pi by 6. So pi gets cancelled, and here this will become 50 into 6 by 3, or this will give you 100. So the number of lead shots that has been dropped into the conical vessel is 100. Question number 6 is, a solid iron pole consists of a cylinder of height 220 centimeter and base diameter 24 centimeter, which is surmounted by another cylinder of height 60 centimeter and radius 8 centimeter. Find the mass of the pole given that 1 centimeter cube of iron has approximately 8 gram mass. And here you have to use the value of pi as 3.14, which is given in the question. So one cylinder, and one cylinder is surmounted by another cylinder, a smaller cylinder, its radius is 8 centimeter, and the bigger cylinder's radius is given to be diameter is given to be 24. So you can say that this is given to be the radius here for the smaller one, but for the bigger one it is given to be the diameter. So this total is 24, or you can say the radius of the bigger cylinder is 12 centimeter. Okay, and the height of the two cylinders are respectively given as 220 and 60 centimeters. What you have to find out is the mass of the pole. So for that, first we will find out what is the volume of the pole, and in order to get that we have to find the volume of both the cylinders separately and then add them, so that will be the total volume of the pole, and then we will find out what is the mass of the pole. Since 1 centimeter cube of iron has approximately 8 gram of mass is given, how much centimeter cube you are getting as a volume of the pole, that into 8 will give you that much of gram mass, and it can be converted into kilogram also by dividing it by 1000. Okay, so first we will start with finding out the volume of each of the cylinders separately. So radius of the bigger cylinder is equal to, how much is given, the diameter is given 24, so the radius will be 12 centimeter, and height of the bigger cylinder is how much, 220 centimeters. So now you can find out what is the volume of the bigger cylinder, which is equal to pi r square h. That is, pi you have to choose it as 3.14, which is given. Again, r square means you will get 12 into 12 into 220. That means 3.14 into 144 into 220 will give you the answer as 99475.2 centimeter cube. Okay, 0.2 centimeter cube will be the volume of the bigger cylinder. Now you have to find out the volume of the smaller cylinder. For that, the radius of the smaller cylinder is given to be 8 centimeter, and height of the smaller cylinder is 60 centimeters. So you will have volume of the smaller cylinder is equal to, again you have pi r square h, which is equal to 3.14 into 8 into 8 into 60. 3.14 into 64 into 60. Calculate the value. You will get it to be 12057.6. 057.6 centimeter cube. Now you have to find out the volume of the pole. Okay, therefore the volume of the pole is equal to volume of bigger cylinder plus volume of smaller cylinder, which is equal to 99,475.2 plus 1205.7.6, and you are getting this value to be, that is addition of these two, as 111,532.8 centimeter cubes. So this much is the volume of the pole. Now we have to find out the mass of the pole. Okay, what is given? For 1 centimeter cube of iron, it is 8 gram. So for this much of, that is the mass of the pole, total pole will be the volume of the pole into 8. So 111,532.8 into 8, and that will give you in grams. So in order to convert it into kilogram, because it will be of this much of weight, so we will define it as in kilograms. So you have to divide it with 1000 in order to convert grams into kilograms. So the answer is 892.26 kilogram. 892.26 kg. Okay. Question number 7 is, a solid consisting of a right circular cone of height 120 centimeter and radius 60 centimeter standing on a hemisphere of radius 60 centimeters placed upright in a right circular cylinder full of water such that it touches the bottom. Find the volume of water left in the cylinder if the radius of the cylinder is 60 centimeter and its height is 180 centimeters. So this is the figure. That means there is a cylinder which contains water, that is to the full, to the brim it has water, and we are immersing a solid figure into it which consists of a cone and a hemisphere, and the cone is upright. And what happens is, if you want to find out, that is some of the water will be flowing out of the cylinder, right? When you are immersing something, something will be coming out, that is the water will be flowing out. That quantity can be got by finding out the volume of the solid. That means the volume of the cone plus volume of the hemisphere will give you the water flown out of the cylinder. And how will you find out the remaining water left in the cylinder? It will be the total volume of the cylinder minus the volume which has been flown out. Okay, so let's start with finding out the volume of the cylinder first. Volume of the cylinder is equal to pi r square h. I'm writing capital in order to just specify that it is the volume of the cylinder. For the other thing, you can use small r and small h. Okay, so here what is pi? Okay, pi we can keep it like that. At last we will substitute for that as 22/7. Now r is, again radius is given to be 60, so it is 60 square into 180 you are getting. We are just keeping it like this. Okay, why? That we will know later, because we will have something in common to take out. Now what we need to find out is volume of water flown out will be equal to volume of the cone plus volume of the hemisphere. Okay, so what is volume of cone? 1/3 pi r square h. So here I am using small r and small h, plus volume of the hemisphere will be 2/3 pi r cube. For both you have the same r, that is the radius is same, so you can use r in both the cases. Okay, small r, same r. Again 1/3 pi r. Again r is 60, so here you have 60 square into, what is h here? 120 plus 2/3 pi r cube. R cube is again 60 cube, right? So this can be written as 1/3 pi. Here it is 60 the whole square. This can be written as 60 into 2. So I can write it as 60 the whole cube into 2, right? Plus 2/3 pi 60 whole cube. That means I am getting 2/3 pi 60 cube plus 2/3 pi 60 cube. So it becomes 4/3 pi into 60 the whole cube. Centimeter cube is the volume of the water flown out. Now, what will be the volume of water left in the cylinder? Volume of water left in the cylinder will be equal to volume of the cylinder, that is volume of water which was in the cylinder, minus volume of the water flown out. Now what you have got, pi into 60 square into 180 minus 4 by 3 pi into 60 whole cube, right? Now again 180 can be written as 60 into 3, right? And this again 60 can be taken here so that it becomes 60 the whole cube. So you will get 60 the whole cube in common and pi. So that I have taken out, sorry, this minus, that I have taken out. So remaining part is here I have a 3 minus 4 by 3, right? So this one will give you 9 minus 4 as 5 by 3. So it is pi, which is 22 by 7 into 60 into 60 into 60 into 5 by 3. So after simplification, you are getting the answer to be 1131428.57. Okay, 1131428.57. And this much centimeter cubes it is. We are just changing this into meter cubes so that you will get it to be, what will happen, you have to divide by, it is meter cube, centimeter cube, so it is divide by 100 into 100 into 100, that is in the denominator you have 6 zeros, so that it will come 1 2 3 4 5 6. How much you will get is 1.131. Okay, 6 zeros here will give you 1.131 meter cubes. Clear? Eighth question is, a spherical glass vessel has a cylindrical neck 8 cm long, 2 cm in diameter. The diameter of the spherical part is 8.5 cm. By measuring the amount of water it holds, a child finds its volume to be 345 cm cube. Check whether she is correct, taking the above as the inside measurements and pi as 3.14. So what we need to do is, whether the child is correct or not, for that we have to find out the volume of the total thing, okay, glass vessel. For that we will find out the volume of the cylindrical part and volume of the spherical part, and then add them and check whether we are getting this value or not. Okay, so first starting with volume of the, so radius of the cylindrical part, it is given to be the diameter, 2 cm is the diameter of the cylindrical part, so radius of the cylindrical part will be 1 cm and height of the cylindrical part is 8 cm. So now we can find out what is the volume of the cylindrical part. Which is equal to pi r square h, which is pi into r is 1, so 1 square into 8, so you are getting 8 pi centimeter cube as the volume of the cylindrical part. Now we will start with the volume of the spherical part. For that, what is the radius of the spherical part? Is 8.5 by 2. This is given to be diameter 8.5. So you are getting 4.25 centimeters as the radius of the spherical part. And what you need? Volume. Volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So that is enough. Now we can start with volume of the spherical part is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. Replacing the value 4 by 3 into pi, 4 by 3 pi into r cube is 4.25 the whole cube centimeter cubes. Now we'll just add both the volumes in order to get the volume of the spherical glass vessel. Therefore, volume of the glass vessel will be equal to h pi plus 4 by 3 pi into 4.25 the whole cube, which is equal to, here you can take out 4 pi in common so that this will have only 2, plus here you have 1 by 3 into 4.25 the whole cube, right? Now after taking LCM and finding out the value of 4.25 the whole cube, you will get it to be 4.25 the whole cube is 76.76, and after taking LCM this will become 6, so 6 plus 76.76 by 3, which is equal to, again you can use the value of pi as 3.14 as given in the question, so 4 into 3.14 into the addition of these two will give you 82.76. okay, so that is 82.76 by 3. Now after multiplying and simplifying, you will get it to be 346.51. How much? 346.51 centimeter cubes. Now just check what the child has got the volume to be. It is 345 centimeter cube. That means the child is not correct, and the correct volume of the vessel is 346.51. Therefore, the child is not correct, and the correct volume of the vessel is 346.51 centimeter cubes. Okay.